Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Listen, I was live and one of my members brought this up to my attention about how a percentage of the water is like owned by a family in California. And when I'm hearing this, I'm also thinking, well, shit, didn't they just have a press conference about the fact that there wasn't enough water and, they weren't ready for a fire in this magnitude? I'm trying to understand how that works, right? Of course, we know that there's water rights and all that kind of thing, but listen to what this person had to also say.
Out that 60% of California's water belongs to one billionaire couple was not on my 2025 bingo card, but here we are. So in case you have not seen it flying around, Stuart and Linda Resnick, who are a billionaire couple. They are the couple that owns the Wonderful Company. They own Palm, they own Wonderful Pistachios, and a variety of other brands. They are the wealthiest farmers in the United States. And back in 1994, there was a hearing in California that resulted in various special interest groups being able to purchase rights to water. And
now, time out. I believe this was a secret hearing because I've been looking into this.
And then that water would be funded to agricultural means before it was funded to regular citizens. And in that same 1994 meeting, the Resnicks were able to seize control of California's public water supply. And it's insane that this was done without the input of voters, of taxpayers, of citizens who needed that water.
It wouldn't be the first time. I mean, there's a lot of things that people do without people's input. It wouldn't be the first time. We saw that a lot with Maui and those fires. It wouldn't be the first time. This is ridiculous, but it's good to know.
And so basically what that means is that in times of drought, normal Californians have to purchase water from people like the Resnicks, people who own what's called paper water, a term I had never heard before today. And paper water isn't necessarily water that exists at any given time. It is water that people are paying for, even if it isn't in existence at that moment.
So what the fuck is paper water? Yo, like I'm learning this and I feel like I should have known this.
So basically, paper water is the amount of water that providers could have, not actually what they do have. And they'll charge all the way up to what they could have, whether users get it or not. Those hearings also changed the ownership of the Kern Water Bank. It used to belong to the state, but is now owned by several private owners that one of them is a subsidiary company owned by the Wonderful Company. Wonderful Foods. I'm from New Mexico, and anybody who is indigenous will tell you that water rights and the fights around water rights are very intense.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I, for one, had absolutely no idea that California had found itself or had allowed itself to get into this type of situation for the
I didn't know either. Did y'all know that?
Last 30 years. And there needs to be some kind of petition or something to have this matter go back to the state.
I'm so tired of petitions. No, like shit needs to get overthrown. Like, it just pisses me off because it's like, let's do it. But, and don't get me wrong, I support petitions. I sign petitions all the time. I'm 1000% of, like if it changes something, if a petition can do that, a peaceful protest. But this is the kind of BS that I'm like, what are we doing? And yet I'm not surprised whatsoever. I'm just learning a lot of this. I feel like I've woken up and learned something new today.
Back to the voters.
And let me know. And then you have situations like this.
Yeah, Josh Haskell, ABC7 Eyewitness News. Mayor Bass, I've been on the fire lines the last 2 days. I've never seen firefighters this desperate. At fire hydrants, water not coming out, the pressure so low, the number one tool that they use to fight these fires, not there. How frustrated are you about that? And also, I'm getting texts right now from the Palisades Highlands community. We're almost 48 hours after this fire started. There's not resources up there. The hydrants aren't working. Where's the National Guard? Where are miles and miles of water tenders? How are we addressing this?
Well,
Your reaction.
First of all, you asked me, was I frustrated by this? Of course, because we all know that this has been an unprecedented event. We also know that fire hydrants are not constructed to deal with this type of massive devastation, and that the number one problem, especially on Wednesday, was the fact that we weren't able to do the air support because of the winds. And so, of course, I am absolutely frustrated by that. I am not sure that is correct, that there are no resources up there, but rest assured, as soon as we are done here, I will follow up on that.
But
Okay, let me stop right here. I am not sure that it's correct when the people are telling you that there's no resources, that there's clearly a situation. way to shut the criticism down, right? Like, what is that all about?
the first day and a half, there were homes up there that had been protected by the fire. And then I went up there yesterday and there were
That had
lots
been
of
protected?
that it basically had been saved. Obviously, the fire's moving different directions, but when I went up there yesterday, there were not a lot of resources. We drove around, and then I know that things got worse up there. I'm just wondering, now that we move 48 hours past, how are we addressing these water problems that are continuing? And is it acceptable that they continue?
Well, let me just say that the water problems are a little better now because
We shouldn't have any water problems.
the winds are such that we can go up and have the air support. And you know that that was the reason that the devastation was so bad. The unprecedented wind,
Mm-mm.
the
But there-
strength of the wind, and the fact.
It's true, but we're talking about water now, right? And let me get into this article, and this is just to give you guys a little bit more information about the Resnick. So meet the California couple who uses more water than every home in Los Angeles combined. This is an article from 2016. It gives you a little bit more information. The Resnicks have amassed this empire by following a simple agricultural precept: crops need water. Having maneuvered the backroom politics of California water rules, they are now thought to consume more of the state waters than any other family, farm, or company. They control more of it in some years than that used by residents of the Los Angeles and entire San Francisco Bay Area combined. Such an incredible stockpiling of state's most precious natural resource might have attracted more criticism were it not for the Resnick's progressive bona fide. Last year, the couple's political and charitable donations topped 48 million. They spent 15 million on the 200,500 residents of Los Hills, roughly 600 of whom work for the couples, funding everything from sidewalks, parks. Okay, so I guess my question is, what are they doing about this water issue? What are they doing about this water issue? So, I mean, look, here they are with Barbara Streisand and Tom Hanks, okay? They're very, very wealthy people that basically owned and have a lot of water rights. I'm sure it's not the first time that they have been criticized, but I do want to know, what does that mean for the fires? Should a powerful couple own so many resources like that? Should a powerful couple be able to handle the most precious resource that we have, which is water? What do you guys think? I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye now.